Frank Malina may not be a household name, but his legacy has left an indelible mark on the worlds of space exploration and art. As a pioneering rocket scientist and an innovative artist, Malina's life bridged two seemingly unrelated fields. His contributions laid the groundwork for modern spaceflight, while his creative spirit challenged traditional boundaries in art. Today, we'll explore the fascinating life of Frank Malina, a man whose story deserves a brighter spotlight. Born in 1912 in Brenham, Texas, Frank Malina grew up during a time when the idea of space travel was more fantasy than reality. As a child, he wasn't content to just stare at the stars. He wanted to understand them. His passion for science and the cosmos led him to study mechanical engineering and aerodynamics. Malina's academic journey eventually took him to the California Institute of Technology, Caltech, where he studied under the renowned physicist Theodore von Karman. If von Karman was the Yoda of aerodynamics, Malina was his eager, rocket-loving Luke Skywalker. At Caltech, Malina's interests aligned with a small group of ambitious students who dreamed of building rockets capable of reaching the stars. This group, known informally as the Suicide Squad due to the inherent dangers of their experiments, conducted early rocket propulsion tests in the 1930s. The nickname wasn't just for dramatic effect. Their experiments often involved explosions, misfires, and the occasional scorched lab coat. These efforts would eventually evolve into the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, a name synonymous with space exploration today. Malina was instrumental in these early days, pushing the boundaries of what was possible with limited resources and fledgling technology. As World War II loomed, Malina's work took on a new urgency. His team's innovations in rocket propulsion caught the attention of the US military, which was eager to develop advanced technology for defense purposes. Under Malina's leadership, the group developed the WAC Corporal, the first successful American rocket to reach the edge of space. This achievement marked a pivotal moment in rocketry, demonstrating that space exploration was no longer a distant dream but an attainable reality. But while Malina was building rockets, he was also grappling with a moral quandary. A pacifist at heart, he was deeply troubled by the militarization of his work. Imagine inventing something incredible, only to see it repurposed for destruction. It's like creating a self-cleaning robot vacuum and watching it become a battlefield drone. This internal conflict would shape the next chapter of his life, as Malina sought ways to use his talents outside the military-industrial complex. In the 1950s, Malina made a surprising pivot. He left the field of rocketry and turned his attention to art. While this may seem like an unlikely transition, Malina's fascination with motion and energy provided a natural bridge between the two fields. He began experimenting with kinetic art, a genre that incorporates movement into artistic expression. Using light, mechanics, and his engineering expertise, Malina created dynamic artworks that challenged traditional notions of what art could be. One of Malina's most famous innovations was his use of Lumidyne system technology, which involved the interplay of light and motion to create mesmerizing visual effects. His works often resembled futuristic light shows, leaving viewers awestruck and possibly wondering, is this art or a sci-fi special effect? Malina's art was not just about aesthetics. It was a celebration of science, technology, and the human imagination. Malina's work garnered significant attention, particularly in Europe, where he relocated and became a prominent figure in the kinetic art movement. While other artists painted static landscapes, Malina brought his canvases to life, blending his scientific mind with his creative soul. His art became a statement. Science and art weren't opposites. They were partners in exploring the unknown. Malina's life wasn't without controversy. During the Cold War, his earlier associations with socialist ideals and pacifist movements led to scrutiny from US authorities. McCarthyism cast a long shadow over many scientists, and Malina found himself on the radar of the FBI. This pressure contributed to his decision to move to France, where he could work more freely. It's a sad irony that the man who helped launch America's space ambitions found himself sidelined by political paranoia. In France, Malina flourished. He not only continued his artistic endeavors, but also became the founder and editor of the influential journal Leonardo, which focused on the intersection of art, science, and technology. The publication remains a key platform for exploring how these disciplines intersect, further cementing Malina's legacy as a visionary thinker. Despite his groundbreaking contributions to both science and art, Frank Malina's name remains overshadowed by figures like Wernher von Braun. Yet, his impact is undeniable. As one of the founding figures of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Malina helped lay the foundation for NASA's successes in space exploration. His work on the WAC Corporal rocket paved the way for future advancements, including the Apollo program and modern satellite technology. In the art world, Malina's innovative spirit inspired generations of kinetic and multimedia artists. His ability to blend scientific principles with creative expression demonstrated the limitless potential of interdisciplinary thinking. Today, his works are featured in galleries and museums, standing as a testament to his unique vision. Frank Malina's life was one of boundless curiosity and creativity, whether advancing the frontiers of rocket science or redefining the boundaries of art. He approached every challenge with a sense of wonder and determination. His story is a reminder that innovation often thrives at the intersection of seemingly unrelated fields. By embracing both science and art, Malina left a legacy that continues to inspire dreamers and creators around the world. Imagine a world where more people thought like Malina, where the scientific and creative communities collaborated rather than stayed in their silos. Who knows what kinds of rockets, paintings, or self-cleaning drone vacuums we might invent next. Frank Malina's contributions to science and art were nothing short of extraordinary. He proved that the analytical and the imaginative are not opposites but complementary forces driving humanity forward. The next time you look at a rocket launch or marvel at a piece of dynamic artwork, think of Frank Malina, the scientist-artist whose visionary work proves that creativity knows no bounds. What makes Malina's story even more intriguing is his ability to see connections where others saw divides. He believed that art and science were two sides of the same coin, both rooted in the exploration of the unknown. This philosophy is perhaps why his legacy continues to resonate in such a profound way. Malina's works remind us that innovation doesn't just come from focusing on one discipline but by embracing the interplay between multiple perspectives. From the Jet Propulsion Laboratory's groundbreaking missions to his mesmerizing kinetic art pieces, Malina's impact is undeniable. His story isn't just about rockets or art. It's about a life spent pushing boundaries, questioning limits, and daring to dream beyond the ordinary. In a world that often compartmentalizes creativity and logic, Frank Malina stands as a testament to the power of embracing both. Frank Malina was more than a scientist, more than an artist. He was a visionary who understood that the greatest advancements come from the fusion of ideas, not their separation. As we continue to explore new frontiers, whether in space, technology, or the arts, Malina's legacy serves as an enduring reminder. Innovation knows no bounds when curiosity leads the way. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like, leave a comment, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next.